Welcome back to the Fancy Tea Talk Show. Yes. So tonight, guys, tonight we have a special guest in the building, and I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Oh, hey guys. I'm over here trying to fix this live thing. Hey y'all, my name is Kimmy A. Workman, and I'm a writer, producer, actress, as well as director. And I'm excited to be here on the Fancy Tea Talk Radio Show.
Fancy Tea Talk Show. So, yes. So, one more time for the viewers. Tell them one more time your name and everything, because I just hooked it back on everybody.
Oh, so to this
yeah, you can talk to this too.
My name is Kimmy A. Workman. Hey guys, I'm a writer, producer, director, and actress from Baltimore.
From Baltimore, guys.
Oh.
Baltimore.
Yep.
So look, guys. So the interview about to start. We are excited to have her in the building, Miss Kimmy. So Miss Kimmy, you know, first of all, they just had a web series, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Called
Just had the
Shock
premiere.
Nation, the premiere.
Yeah.
Shock Nation, everyone. Okay. So tell us about Shock Nation.
So Shock Nation is the story about a young lady growing up in the streets of Baltimore. You know, she's really looking to find her way, and she has so many different struggles and different situations that, you know, come into her life, and she loses her inspiration for her passion, which is ultimately dance. So she's trying to find her way back to that, and she comes across the school dance team, which is called Shock Nation. And by being inspired by the leader of the dance group trying to get her to join, she just regains hope, you know, in this city and in her struggles, and just goes through with following her passion. So
amazing. So did you write the storyline?
Yep, I wrote the whole thing.
Really? So what inspired you to write this storyline?
Really, I'm acting for a long time. I really started watching a lot of web series back in 2014, and I was watching a whole bunch of different web series, and I always got this idea, and people were telling me, like, you know, actors need to start, you know, writing their own story. You know, you can't keep waiting around for your auditions. If you're not getting roles and the roles that you want to get, then you want to be able to create them yourself.
Wow.
So that always kind of stuck with me. And then I'm like, one of the biggest web series that really inspired me was Issa Rae's Awkward Black Girl.
Okay.
And I was hooked to that web series. Like, I could not stop watching it. And so I'm like, wow, you know, this is amazing. This is a young African-American woman. She wrote it, she directed it, and she's starring in her own web series.
Right, experience.
And I'm like, hey, you know what? I can do the same thing.
And you did it.
And I did it 2 years later. I wrote it.
Okay. Hey,
And
but
now-
you did it.
Well, I started writing it in 2014, but 2 years later, that's when we started producing it. We just shot it in 2016. So
Okay, so
Yeah.
are y'all planning on taking it on the road?
eventually, I want this to be worldwide. So, you know, it was shot in Baltimore. Everything was shot in Baltimore. We used all DMV and Baltimore talent.
Okay.
But I want it to be worldwide. So I'm trying to push this thing as far as it can go. I've already started writing a season 2.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's not anything that we can necessarily take on the road, but we would love and be open to, you know, doing other interviews outside of Baltimore, and anybody that would love to have us on and just making it big, hopefully getting picked up by a network. You know, that's the
Exactly.
ultimate goal.
Exactly. That's the ultimate goal. So you played in your own film, correct? Okay, so what character did you play?
So the name of my character is called Sachi Jernigan. And she's the lead, of course. She's the one that goes through all the struggles, who has this passion for dance. And I have so many talented actors and actresses in this. A little boy by the name of Sincere Allen, he plays my brother, Khalil Jernigan. Our dad, who's the other lead, Derek Quick, he plays Bernard Jernigan.
Okay.
And then we have, you know, other fun characters, like some bullies, you know, female bullies. I have a female dope dealer because I wanted to kind of switch the script a little bit.
Right,
You know, you're so
okay,
used
because
to
they
seeing,
out there too.
Yeah, you're so used to seeing, you know,
Yeah,
male
something about
thugs,
Right.
male drug dealers. But I did try to stay away from violence and
Okay.
drugs as much as I could, because this is a pick me up, uplifting, inspirational type of web series.
Right.
And it really makes you think. And even in our reviews that we got at the premiere, so many people were coming up to us saying, "Oh my gosh, you don't know, how much this changed my life.
Wow.
How much this just inspired me." Like my homeboy Edwin, he's a writer as well.
Okay.
And he said at the premiere, he was like, "I wanted to get up in the middle of the premiere and leave so I can go home and start writing."
Wow.
Like,
So,
yeah.
and that's what you want to do.
Yes,
You want to
exactly.
inspire other people to, to do that, go for what they want to do, and just to
Yep.
see you, do it, and for it to, come alive.
Yep.
It's like your dream coming alive.
Exactly.
And you was just like, yeah, I hear that heartbeat. It's coming. And you just went with the heartbeat. You went with the flow.
And one of the young ladies, she was a dancer herself.
Okay.
And, she came up to me and she was saying, it's so crazy how much I can relate to the main character, Sachi, because I had to stop dancing for a while, because so many stuff was going on in my life. It caused me to stop dancing, and it made me question, like, will I ever really get back to the thing that I love to do?
Wow.
So-
Are you a dancer yourself?
I used to be, yeah. I used to be.
Wow, okay.
Getting a little older. I could still bust some moves. But,
So what type of dance was in the movie? Was it ballet, hip hop? Was it mixture?
Mixture, yeah.
Okay.
Because I kind of wanted to bring
I love
that
dance
Baltimore,
movies.
yeah,
My
that
gosh.
Baltimore club feel, Baltimore club dance. I have a lot of Baltimore artists. I can't even do this. A lot of Baltimore artists in the web series, and so my background was ballet, modern,
Okay.
jazz, tap.
Right.
But as I steered away from that and started getting more into sports, I just stopped dancing. I was just, playing sports, basketball. And then when I got to high school, I started my own dance team called Six
So
Figures.
you always been a leader.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
You hear that?
So, and then I was a Morganette at Morgan State University. A lot of people don't know that about me.
Congrats.
Thank you. But and then I was a choreographer for a lot of DMV artists.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Do you still, do some choreography, or your love is into writing?
Not at all. My love is into acting and writing.
So have you always been acting?
Yes, I've been acting since 2008, but
Okay.
prior to that, I was always taking theater classes. Like in high school, college, I would always take theater classes, but I never knew that then that this is what I would be doing now, and this is what I really wanted to do as a living. So, yeah, I never knew then that this was my actual dream
Right.
and my passion.
So I don't know if you mentioned this, but I'm gonna ask you again. So just for our viewers and everyone, what actually pushed you and say, I'm getting ready to write this? Like, like some people, sometimes they talk themselves into doing it, but actually doing it is the bigger step.
Oh, yeah.
So when was it when you said, you know what, I'm actually going to do this, I'm going to put this together?
I think probably from, just working job to job. Like, I've had several jobs throughout my lifetime, and I was always pursuing acting part-time on the side.
Okay.
So, I just get sick and tired of being at my 9 to 5, and I'm like, I know this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm definitely supposed to be on set, supposed to be writing something. So I think it just really dawned on me when I was just getting sick and tired. I was working 3 jobs at one point.
Right.
The struggle is real, y'all.
Oh, yeah. I am
Y'all
her.
know.
I am her.
Struggle
I
is
understand.
real.
It is real.
So while I was watching
and why not
these
struggle
web series-
for what you want?
Exactly. So while I was watching these different web series and working these 3 jobs, I was like, something gotta give. And I prayed about it and thought about it a lot, and I was like, it's time for me to write. So that's what it was.
Yeah, and it shows when you start on something, those doors will open.
Right.
When you put your mind into it, say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I want to do, I prayed about it, and people are so scared to take that first step, and you are a prime example of taking that first step, and how that you just keep walking, and those doors just open. You don't even have to knock.
Yes.
The
Oh
doors
my
start
gosh.
opening once you
It
start
is
walking.
crazy. Like,
Yeah.
the mind is such a powerful tool. Like, people don't understand. Once you put something in your mind and you go through with it and you stay consistent, the
Consistency.
universe
Can you
is
say
going to
consistent
speak
again?
to you. Consistent.
Yes.
The universe will give you what you're asking for.
Oh my gosh.
It's so crazy. Like, and
amazing.
I was in radio myself. So
Okay.
I was on air at 92Q, and I did my own show on WPB radio. I was just doing so much, I was
Right.
doing a lot. And I just, after praying about it and asking God, like, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? What is supposed to be my main focus?
Right.
And once those jobs, I got rid of those, and I just started focusing straight on acting. So many roles was like coming to me. And I'm like, this wasn't happening when I was doing radio and dancing.
Because you was focused on
shows.
everybody else.
Right.
And when you focus on your dream, like I said, like you said, the universe is just like, and God is just like, hey, you know, I need you to I need to know that you're serious.
Right.
I need you to take that first step, and I'm going to lead the way. And that's what you did.
And it's so crazy because I love radio. Like, at that time,
love it too.
I thought that was the worst thing that could ever happen to me. I'm like, oh my God, no, I love doing this. Why did God take this away from me?
Because he had something bigger.
And, you know, I'm on a top radio station in Baltimore. Like, what happened?
He had something bigger.
He had something bigger.
Little
did I know, at that time, what you think would be the worst thing that happened to you is ultimately a blessing.
Yeah.
So remember that.
Yeah. You gotta trust in the process. You gotta trust what God has for you is for you. And sometimes we don't know how to let that go. But it's, you know, I tell people, let it go. God, just remove it, let it go, because you have to trust and believe that, you know, you are going, you know, to bigger and better places.
Exactly.
And it's so good when you put your heart into something. So with the Shock Nation, what do we have to look forward to next? Do you have DVDs?
So what I'm gonna do, and I'm still working out, I don't want to mention it yet, but I'm still working out a deal to where as though we can offer the full season to people who don't want to wait for the episode.
Oh, okay.
So right now you can catch it on YouTube. It's on our YouTube channel, which is my name, Kimia Workman. Kimia Workman. And my company that produced it is called True Talent Creative Works.
Okay.
But if you just search Shock Nation web series, like all Google, YouTube, it should pop right up. So the episodes will be on YouTube. They'll start releasing this Sunday, June 25th.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yes. My
That's how
mom's
we do it.
birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday, Mom.
So y'all, so one episode a week, which will be releasing every Sunday. So for 8 weeks.
Yeah. So would you go to work and go to your next work? Keep on going,
right,
honey. Yes. And sleep with one eye open. Like when they say it's no rest in hustling, it's really no rest in hustling.
I had plenty of 3-hour sleep days, nights where I was getting 3 hours, 2 hours of sleep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part about the first series?
I think it was just working with so many talented actors and actresses.
Yeah. And they was all from Maryland?
All from, well, I had one lady that was from Philly.
Okay.
When I first started this, and it was so shocking to me, I was like, whoa, I got over 200 submissions from talent all across the country that wanted to be a part of the web series.
Amazing.
And I was like, whoa, well, I can't book this person because they're all the way in Oklahoma. I can't book this person because they're in Texas. And, you know, I don't have money to pay for their travel.
Right.
So I wanted to keep it close to home. So the furthest that we had was a young woman who's excellent. She plays one of the teachers.
Okay.
And she came from Philly. So,
gosh,
and she drove 3 hours just to come to the audition.
Oh, well, you know,
and
she was
I was
serious.
like, oh, I have to book her.
Serious.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Nika. Shout out to Nika.
Yes.
But yeah, it's just working with so many wonderful, talented people, great personalities. That was just a really great pleasure to be around all of them. So
was it hard to let some people go though?
yeah.
You know, picking like, what do you look for when you are picking your people to, you know, play these actors and actresses?
Well, funny you asked that. A few of the actresses and actors are actually my friends.
Okay.
So, but I did cast based off of the submissions that I got, and from the cast, we had 2 casting calls.
Okay.
And I was just basically, when I write, I kind of get an idea in my head already of who I would like to play who, and how I want this person to look, how I want this person to be. And so it was just, and even some characters I wrote in. Like
okay.
some people
As
I
you
didn't
go.
cast right away, but I wrote them in because I really wanted them to be a part of it. And these were some people that came to me like, hey, you know, I always wanted to act, or
And you just
hey, I
giving
used
people
to act.
opportunity. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I don't know where to find work, but I really want to, you know, be a part of it. So it kind of just happened that way, and like all the characters that I casted were just perfect, like what I had in my head and what I had envisioned. So I just look for whatever I have envisioned when I first start writing the script.
Oh my goodness.
And great, of course, easy people to get along with, great
Right,
personalities.
great personalities.
You know, yeah, and you know, it's not always about the talent because there are people who get cast in major movies, TV shows that this is their first time acting. For example, I was just in Miami. I just got back yesterday, and the guy that played Tupac, I found out this was his first role.
Really? And he looked just like Tupac, guys.
Yeah, he
he
did.
looked just like whoever did
Yup.
that was like, wow.
And
Was
he
a
got the
reincarnated?
lead. Like,
Wow. I mean, part of it had to be because his looks. I mean, they couldn't get
Yeah.
nothing that close to, but I
Yeah.
heard that he was, because I have not seen the movie yet, but I heard that he was a good actor.
he was great. Like a lot of
He
people,
was
you know,
good.
said their thoughts about the movie. I personally liked it. You know, I know that there were things that were left out.
Right.
It's hard to crunch Tupac's life, even though
Right.
it was so short.
And they have to remember, it is a movie.
Right,
You know, it's not
right.
like a, you know, they're not doing something that's his bio. You know,
Right.
it's a movie, and people
Right.
have to remember that. I think some people get so into things, because I heard Jada Pinkett made
Said
a
something,
statement
yeah.
that certain things wasn't that way, even though she think the actors played. But okay,
Right.
it's still a movie.
Yeah, it might have been little bits and pieces that were
It's
fabricated,
still
but
a movie.
ultimately, I thought that they did a good job in
Right.
crunching all of that in 2 hours and 20 minutes. Like he had a short life, but a lot involved in his life.
A lot.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they, you know, got to show some of that.
Happy birthday, Carolee.
Happy birthday! Hey! So, okay, so my next question is for you. Is there any other storylines you got in mind to write about?
Yeah, a few. I actually have a really funny storyline. I don't want to go in depth about it, but I
Right.
wrote 2 feature films. One is actually, I won't say both of them actually. Both of them are kind of based on my life.
Okay.
But one of them is just more funny than
Okay.
the other. But yeah, I did write 2 feature films. I did write a couple of short films.
Okay.
But I like all different genres. Like even Shock Nation, what I thought was going to be straight drama, turned out to be a little bit of a comedy too.
Really?
So it's like a dramedy.
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
'cause
I'm
people
so
were laughing,
excited.
and I was like, okay, yeah.
I
Okay.
am so excited about it. Please tell people again how they get to see
Yes,
the, movie, the
please.
web series.
Go to YouTube. It's called Shock
Shock
Nation web
Nation.
series. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I like good stuff at Kimia Works. That's Kimia Works, and my links are in my bio. I'm on Facebook, Kimia Workman, and you can see the links on there too. So yeah.
Oh my goodness. So, Kimmy, tell me, who is your favorite writer?
I really like the way Issa Rae writes because
Is
with
this
her,
the one that you was telling me about?
yeah, with
Okay.
her Awkward Black Girl who now has Insecure on HBO.
Okay.
I couldn't stop watching it. Like
Oh,
I love
you
stuff
did
like
say
that,
that.
where I can't stop watching it, and it was just so funny.
Okay.
Like I was like, this is a great idea, and it was something that was different. You know,
Okay.
something that I had never seen on any web series before.
Okay.
So I just thought that it was different, and I really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I do like a lot of others, but she's the main one that
She's
sticks
the
out to
main
me
one.
because that's just like, yeah, she's
More expiring
just-
than anyone.
yes, yes.
Okay. Who is your favorite actor?
I have a lot. I have a lot. Like, I love Michael B. Jordan. That's one of my favorite actors. Of course, you know, Will Smith, Jamie Foxx. People say Jamie Foxx can't act, which is weird to me, but
I thought he
yeah,
was.
Jamie
I
Foxx.
think when it comes down to Jamie Foxx, is even when he try to be serious, it's just funny. Anyway, it's just
Yeah.
like I can't take you. That's like Kevin Hart trying to play a serious role. I will never. I don't think take him serious. Like,
know.
And I think that's what happened to Jamie. Like when he tried to play. I remember the movie Debate. I like Debate. You remember that? And he tried to be serious, and I'm just like laughing.
Yeah. I
like-
mean, he was serious in a few movies, though.
But you just really even
Ray
in,
is my
is it
favorite.
Django?
That sticks out.
And he was still funny in that though. It's just- you You know, sometimes once you funny, you just like funny to me. So, oh my goodness, what about actress?
Actresses. I love, of course, Gabrielle Union.
I love Gabby.
I still like Jada. You know, older
And she
actresses.
got a movie coming out.
Jada.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but she still look like she's playing her part. I actually want to see the movie. Yeah,
I do. I love Regina Hall and Regina King.
I love Regina.
Like
both of them.
Yeah, I think they're a little underrated, but they still are two actresses that really stick out to me.
They are.
Yeah, they really are. Of course, Kerry Washington. I like Sanaa Lathan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I like Angelina Jolie.
like we
her
were just
in
talking about
action
her.
movies. I do. So I have quite a variety of different people that I like.
What type of movies do you like?
All kinds of movies because I don't want to be typecast.
Okay.
I don't want to be labeled as, I can only play the girl next door. No, I want to watch every single genre there is because I want to do comedy.
Right.
I want to do drama. I can do action.
But I was about to ask you
to
that.
do action.
How about some action?
Yeah, and I've done them. I've done them all in like independent type of roles. So
Good.
I just really, really want to do all of it, and I really don't want to be typecast. I think that's one of the most fears of an actor is to be typecast.
Typecast.
Yeah.
So I have another great question. So you said that you had plenty of roles. Which one was your favorite role that you did?
Let's see. I had actually my very first film, which is called Epiphany. My very first film that I auditioned for, I got the lead.
Okay,
and it was a short
that was
film.
amazing.
Yep, and it's on YouTube. You can Google Epiphany. But it really, really stuck out to me because we really did research for this. Like she really had me, the director and writer had me watching scenes from Set It Off and watching different types of stuff about slavery. Because we had to film on the actual slave plantation.
Wow.
So, she had the guy of the slave plantation give us a tour of the house, and it was so weird just being on an actual slave plantation that you could actually feel the spirits in the house. And they were telling us the stories about what happened to the slaves when they were in the house, about how a young teenage girl used to get raped and get beaten in the room that we were standing in.
Wow.
So that was a very emotional experience that literally brought tears to my eyes. And then, they would say, I could just envision the slaves running, through the woods. We were passing a bunch of woods that was near the house. And I was like, I can just envision these slaves trying to escape running through these woods. And it was just so creepy.
Oh my goodness.
But that was very emotional.
Okay, so I was about to ask you, like, how is it playing different roles and getting into roles? So is it one role that you prefer to play, or do you just love, getting into, or is it easy to get into those different roles than others? Like, that one was an emotional one.
That wasn't easy.
Okay.
Yeah, that was definitely a challenge.
Okay.
But I love challenging roles because it just challenges me as a person and me as an actress.
Right.
And, I just love taking all types of roles, but all of them aren't the easiest to take. But the easiest roles for me, of course, are the girl next door. Comedy roles, I can just be goofy because I am a little bit goofy once you really get to know me. I can be in my mood.
Everybody likes to laugh, though. I mean, I like to laugh. Everybody likes to laugh.
Now, Shock Nation, I'm straight face. You won't see no comedy out of me. I wrote comedy for my other actors, but not for myself.
So, okay, with that role, you was the main. Did you, how did you feel about it? Because some actors and actresses say, sometimes they get lost in that role. And how is it like afterwards? Do you feel like you still that role that you played?
That's true. That is so true. You can definitely get lost in your role. But this particular one, I didn't, though.
Okay.
And it's only because I was playing multiple roles on set. I was making sure we had the food. I was asking them, "Are you good? You got your lines? Let's rehearse." So it's kind of like I was being like a manager on set while still having to get myself into character. So I didn't stay in character.
Talk about multitasking, honey. You was doing the thing. But kudos to you. You know what I'm saying? That it takes a lot. You are putting greatness in place.
Thank
you know
you.
what I'm saying? Putting greatness
appreciate
in place. So tell everybody your social media for them to, you know, follow you so they know what's coming next, so they can remember how to check out the different series that's coming out.
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Kimia Works. That's KIMIAWORKS. Everything else is Kimia Workman, KIMIAWORKMAN. And I want to mention I do have a web series that's dropped today.
Whoa! Yes. That's how we do it. Yes!
Yes.
You gotta do it like that. Yes! That's how we do it.
Talk about a roll out of my comfort zone. This
Okay.
one, I'll play a ghetto chick. It's about, you know, these best friends who work at a hotel. It's called Be More Chicks. Check it out.
Chicks.
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
8 o'clock. Oh, it should be on there now. But yeah, they're tired of, you know, working paycheck to paycheck.
Right, so what they do?
Living in the dump. So they come up with a plan on how they can make this paper.
Make
So
episode one
is on YouTube now. Just search Be More Chicks and you can check that out.
Okay, so we got Shock Nation,
Yep.
and we have Be More Chicks.
Yeah, and another one.
Come on, bring it on, honey.
got
We like
a-
the tea. We like the tea.
I got booked for another show. It's, you know, probably won't see it until the end of the year. It's called Toll Booth.
Toll Booth. Okay.
Toll Booth. What else?
So what is Toll Booth going to be about?
So, can't say.
Okay, can't say. Not yet.
can't say.
But y'all better better follow her
Yeah.
so y'all can see when it drops. Okay, what else? What else? We
shoot,
love the fancy tea.
I know I'm missing some other projects, but I just want to give a shout out to all my supporters, all my friends, all my family, everybody that came out to the Shock Nation premiere. We appreciate you. Everybody that I've ever worked with, every other writer, director, producer out there doing their thing that's ever, you know, booked me in their project. I got some older projects online. If you just search my name, you can see all the projects that I did. But yeah, I know I'm forgetting something. I'm sorry if you're listening, and I'm forgetting a project that I'm about to film. But today I just got booked for a short film called Benny, so I'll be on set for that tonight.
Benny.
Yup. Yeah.
So look, tell our viewers, for people, you know, that's trying to get into the business, what advice would you give them? And one on trying to be a writer, a producer, and actually an actress. So you can go on that line: writer, producer, and actress. What advice would you give them?
For writer, I would definitely say write. Like, write every day. Write whatever it is that comes to your mind, even if you don't have a full story. If you just start writing ideas, it'll come together. Like, it will. Trust me. I was writing bits and pieces every single day, and I'm like, well, how do I fit this in here? This doesn't fit. This is a whole separate story than what I'm writing. And also, just listen to people around you. I know it sounds crazy, but, you know, I have a friend that, you know, listened to a lot of other people's stories, and from those stories created a movie based off of their real life situations. So if you know that you have a really good, juicy story to tell, or you know, you've heard of these different stories, just start writing ideas down, and then also talk to other writers. That's the main thing with all three of them, with anything you're trying to do. Make sure you talk to other writers, directors, actors. Try to get on sets. Even if you have to just be an extra, even if it's not paid, get on sets to try to
You gotta start
network
somewhere.
with people.
Exactly.
Yeah, hit people up in their inbox. They might not always respond, but hey, you never know.
Which one is going to be that door that's going to open?
Exactly.
So y'all listen up. So producer, what would you give?
For producer, definitely get on a set. You know, make sure you get on sets. The difference between producer and executive producer. Executive producers, you just, you know, give them the money. And then you get your executive producer credit. You don't have to do anything.
Okay. Didn't know that,
Producers,
so now you know.
yeah, just get on set. Producers mainly, like what I did was book locations, set up casting calls, things like that. So you definitely want to get involved with, or find out who writers are.
Right.
You know, ask the writers, hey, do you need a producer? You know, this is my first time I'm learning, but I'd be happy to help you.
Right.
And what you'll really find is that the tasks that you'll be doing are actually producer tasks.
At the end of the day, like,
yeah,
wow,
so
okay.
just get yourself on a set some way, somehow. You'll learn all kinds of stuff just by being on set.
Good. So what about being an actor and actress? You know, what advice would you give them? Because, guys, she's all of that. Okay. Amazing.
Thank you. For actors and actresses, the main thing you should start doing first is researching. It's easy. Google is like the best thing that could have ever been created because it wasn't there back in the day. But now all you have to do is Google acting classes. Get in some classes. Definitely. You want to get in some actor classes. Actor classes, Google even how to be an actor. It'll tell you a bunch of different tips on how to be a great actor. And even some of the greatest actors may not have even started in acting classes.
Right.
You know?
They could have just got a role because they're natural talent.
A lot of times it's your natural talent.
Wow.
Yes, but you just want to enhance your natural talent with going to workshops. Definitely want to check out different types of workshops.
Right.
You know, getting work as far as starting out with non-paid work, being an extra so that you can build a resume. You have to build a
That's
resume.
important.
You want to
Yes.
start knowing photographers. Talk to photographers. Somebody that you know somebody that knows somebody that's a photographer. All right? Get yourself some headshots.
Right. Somebody that knows somebody that
Exactly.
knows somebody.
Exactly. Get those headshots. Build your resume. Talk
That's
and
right.
network to people.
That's right. Talk and network.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. This has been like awesome. This is
Yes.
wonderful. Again, guys, she have a show tonight. Be More Girl.
Yeah, it's called Be More Chicks. It's
Be
on
More
YouTube
Chicks.
right now. You
Right
can check
now.
out the first episode.
And please check out Shock Nation. Hey. So guess what?
Hey, shout out some of my actors joined in.
Shout out to
Shout out to
our
Derek
actors.
Quick.
Hey, Derek.
Hey, shout out to my bro Paris Watkins.
Hey, bro. Hi, yeah.
Hey everybody, Troy, Rudy.
We're gonna have
Hey
to have them
guys.
all back. Yes, we
Yes.
have to have them all back.
Yep.
You know, this is a wonderful thing. You know, you're a beautiful young African American girl, and I am just so excited for your journey and
you.
for your future. I'm definitely will be going to the next premiere, so don't forget Fancy Tea for the next
course
premiere because I know
not.
it's going to be plenty.
Yes.
Keep us posted. I can't wait now to really go home. Hey, picture, say hey, ladies. Hey. And I cannot wait to, you know, I'm like,
Yes, check it
that's
out.
the first thing I want to do now.
Sunday,
is go
June
home.
25th. Be on YouTube,
Oh
girl.
my goodness. And that's going to, so I got to hurry up and catch up.
No, this is gonna be the first episode.
Oh, this is the first episode.
Yep, this Sunday
Oh,
will be the
so
first
this
episode.
Sunday. Okay, so tonight is Be More Chick.
Yep.
Sunday, the first episode
Of
of
Shock
this Shock
Nation.
Nation, and we are excited, guys. Go check it out. Check.
Yes.
Y'all know
And
how
follow
I do.
us. Social
Yes.
media, everything is Shock Nation TS.
Shock
Nation, the
Nation.
series. Make sure you stay up to date with us. You can follow us on social media.
Hey, Leroy. Yes. So there it is, guys. We got the Fancy Tea.
Yay.
On Miss Kimmy.
I like how that rhyme right there.
So thank you for tuning in and getting the tea. And